Good afternoon, I'm Victoria Kramer with a Tuesday edition of KNOP's Panhandle Roundup, and we begin today with tragedy as Scottsbluff Middle School student has died from injuries suffered in an automobile accident. News Channel Nebraska reports that 6th grader Aylin Portillo Peinado died last Friday in an automobile accident in which her father was also injured. Bluff's middle school crisis response team and staff have been available for students this week in providing grief counseling, classroom debriefing, and referrals. A GoFundMe account has been established in support of the family during this tragic time. And last Friday, the Kimball County Sheriff's Office responded to a stab wound at Kimball Health Services, and upon investigating the situation, determined the man was wanted in Wyoming. Michael Hammond Jr. was involved in a domestic dispute in Campbell County last Thursday, allegedly attempting to kill his partner, and she stabbed him in self-defense. Hammond Jr. fled to Burns, Wyoming, where his parents drove him to Kimball Health Services before later being transported to Regional West Medical Center for additional treatment. Upon being released from the hospital, Scottsbluff police arrested him for a warrant out of Wyoming that included charges of attempted first-degree murder, strangulation of a household member, and assault. And now turning to weather, meteorologist Andre Brooks is standing by with a check of the Panhandle conditions.
Well, thank you so much, Victoria. And we are seeing such beautiful conditions this afternoon here across the Panhandle. And this is just going to continue throughout the rest of the day, too. So really don't have to worry about any sort of major cloud cover or precipitation. And as we head over into our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 50s at this time. So it is rather on the mild side right now, with it being 57 in Scottsbluff and 52 in Gordon. Now looking at the rest of the day, we're just going to continue to see those temperatures increase into the 60s, and we will see those mainly sunny conditions around here as well. So it's going to make way for a really good day. But once we get into tonight, we will see those passing clouds, and temperatures will be dropping down into the 40s, and even a few 30s are quite possible once we wake up into our Wednesday. So we're going to have sports with John Clanton.
Welcome to the Sports Desk. The Western Nebraska Community College baseball and softball teams nearing the end of the regular season. In fact, the Cougar softball team, they wrapped up the regular season this past weekend with a doubleheader split with McCook. The first game saw McCook defeat WNCC 11-1. Cougars would rebound to pick up a heart-pounding 9-7 win. Cougars had 3 home runs in the contest. WNCC ends the season at 14-24 overall, 10-14 in conference play. Meanwhile, the WNCC baseball team, they were on the road, and as you can see on the scoreboard, against Southeast. Unfortunately, they would drop all 4 of their games in the weekend to conference leaders Southeast Community College, including 2 on Sunday. Now the losses dropped the Cougars to a 21-26 overall, 12-8 in conference play. Now the Cougar baseball team will return to action on Friday for key games against McCook Community College. That's all for sports. Everyone have a great rest of the day and see ya.
Officials are investigating a minor train derailment in Bennett, Nebraska. The incident happened yesterday evening on the east side of Highway 43. A few coal cars and 2 train engines appeared to be off the tracks, but not tipped over. BNSF has not yet commented on the derailment, but we do know that no one was injured and highway traffic was not blocked at any time. And NSP troopers are urging all Nebraska drivers to watch your speeds during Speeding Awareness Week. Speeds at 90 miles an hour takes an average for a vehicle to stop nearly 600 feet. Over 100 miles per hour increases stopping distance to 700 feet, which is well over 2 football fields in length. NSP says speeds in that range ramped up during the pandemic and haven't slowed down since. And the U.S. Department of Agriculture advises consumers to check their refrigerators and freezers for tainted meat from a Nebraska packing company. The department's Food Safety and Inspection Service says ground beef products from Greater Omaha Packing Company tested positive for E. coli. The items in question were produced last month and have a use or freeze by date of April 22nd. No recall is needed because the ground beef had already been pulled from circulation, but anyone with these products should return them to the place of purchase. So far, there's been no reports of related illnesses. And that's all we have for now. Remember to join us weekdays for the Panhandle Roundup, covering the stories in the Panhandle that matter to you.